licenses obtained, infrastructure expanded. While most of crypto was debating ideology, Ripple was building. And that's why this moment matters. This isn't about cheering because someone finally said something positive about XRP. That kind of tribal thinking is useless. What matters is why these reassessments are happening now. Markets don't suddenly change their minds for emotional reasons. They change when reality forces a rewrite. And when people who once mocked Ripple start re-underwriting its thesis publicly, it signals that something deeper is going on beneath the surface. The uncomfortable truth is that crypto is moving into a phase where execution matters more than belief. In early cycles, narratives could carry projects for years. Liquidity was abundant, capital was cheap, and storytelling was enough. That environment is gone. Capital is tighter, scrutiny is higher, and projects are now being judged on whether they can actually grow into their valuations. This is where Ripple stands apart. Not because it's perfect, but because it treated the last cycle differently. While others focused on hype, Ripple focused on infrastructure. While others optimized for community sentiment, Ripple optimized for regulatory survivability and institutional relevance. Those choices don't look exciting in the moment, but over time, they become impossible to ignore. And this is the mistake most people make when they look at XRP. They evaluate it using the wrong framework. They ask whether it behaves like a retail speculative asset, when in reality, it was designed to behave like financial plumbing. Plumbing doesn't trend on social media, but when it fails, everything breaks. What we're seeing now is the beginning of a narrative collision. On one side, crypto natives who built their worldview around decentralization theater and momentum. On the other, a company that spent years aligning with regulators, acquiring real businesses, and embedding itself into the existing financial system. For a long time, the first group controlled the conversation, but conversations change when results show up. This isn't about declaring winners or losers. It's about recognizing that the market is starting to ask different questions, not which chain is fastest, not which token has the best community, but which projects actually delivered when conditions were hard. That's a much more dangerous question for most of crypto and a much more favorable one for Ripple. So in this video, we're not here to celebrate, we're here to understand, to strip away the drama and look at why serious analysts are suddenly willing to say out loud what used to be controversial. Because when belief systems start to crack, the reasons behind that crack matter more than the noise that follows. What really forced this reassessment wasn't marketing, and it definitely wasn't narrative dominance. It was how Ripple behaved when conditions stopped being easy. The last cycle exposed a major weakness across crypto. Most projects were built to